Dr. Pejic.
Hello, Ashley. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm hoping you can help me out today.
Sure.
Do you have any tips for what to do if you're feeling stuck?
Stuck, like stuck in life?
Stuck in life, stuck with work, stuck with relationships, just you're in a funk and you can't figure out
Yes.
what to do.
I talk about this all the time with patients. I have probably 4 tips I can give you about this. Number one, a lot of times when folks are feeling stuck, it's because they don't have clarity about what they want to do in life or in the relationship or whatever. And if you don't have clarity, you can't move along. It's kind of like being a ship and you have all the crew in the ship and you're the captain, but you're just spinning around in the ocean and you have no direction of where you want to go. You're just kind of chilling there. So you have to have a destination. And I think that's the hardest thing for folks to figure out in life because there's so many options of things one could do. So to do a new thing, you have to collapse the options for all the other things that you could do. And it's a lack of deciding what to do that gets people stuck. And if they don't know what to do or what to target, then you really just have to seek for information, either by like reading about things or getting more content to help you make that decision, or simply by having new experiences. So people who have career issues, oftentimes I say, hey, take that job in the thing that you think you might like and get information. Even if you don't like the experience, that's still valuable information to have so that you say, well, I'm not going to do that thing. And that kind of moves people along. The second tip I would say would be that if somebody finds out what they want to do, it's often because they're not doing it. Why aren't they doing it? It's because it's overwhelming. They don't know how to start. So there's kind of 2 pathways to take here. Either you do the small thing incrementally or do many small steps to do the big thing. So let's say you want to go to law school. Well, the first thing you need to do is probably take a law school exam, the LSAT. What do you need to do that? Well, I got to go online and say, well, how do I register for this? You know what I mean? And so that would be the small step. Now, if folks aren't doing the small step, I often find it's because all the steps are too overwhelming. They can't motivate themselves to do it. And that's when you have to take massive action. That's the second kind of way of doing this. So massive action would look like, I want to lose weight and get in shape. I'm not doing anything about it. It's like, okay, I'm hiring the trainer. I'm getting the gym membership. I'm taking that time off of work whenever, like throughout the week that I need. And I'm just going to make a total commitment to that thing. Kind of like people when they quit smoking and they're just like, they throw away all their cigarettes and they're like, the hell with this, I'm changing. So that's a way of doing it. A third tip would be to analyze who do you spend your time around. They say that you're like the average of like 5 people you hang out with. And that's an important thing because that can affect your mindset. I like to say that health spreads. So if you hang around healthy people, that can influence you. But also if you hang around folks that aren't healthy, like thought worms, or behavioral cues, somebody pulls out a cigarette and you're at the park, you're like, yeah, give me one. So I would say I wouldn't hang out with anybody that's not going to help imbue your psychology with positivity and help you move to your next goals. Oftentimes that means you have to hang around a lot of people that are more successful from you or than you, so that you can allow that to, where you can absorb that information and see what successful people do. And then that can get you unstuck because you're like, okay, like I know what pathway to take, or I feel supported in doing what I'm going to do. Which brings me to the last point, which is you become what you think about. And so I was just talking about how people can shape your thoughts and how you feel about the stuff. Well, if you're thinking about things that are negative, then those things will often happen to you. And this is a really tough one because you have to kind of betray your own fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I like to say you have to hold those things in your left hand and proceed in your life anyways. So if one has negative thinking, sometimes that can be from anxiety or from depression that needs to be treated. And yet they can do their own self-work and analyze kind of what they're thinking and try to self-correct day to day. Or if they have trouble doing that, this is what we do here at Atlas Psychiatry. They could come visit me to work one-on-one or see one of our therapists. And by going to atlaspsychiatry.com and signing up. But yeah, those are the 4 tips. So finding clarity in what you want to do. The second thing would be to either take small steps to do it or massive action. Third thing would be to spend time around people that are positive influences for you, or change your scenery. Get into the gym, get out of the bar room type of thing. And then the fourth thing would be to analyze your own thinking and try to swap it out for more positive thinking, positive affirmations, sticky notes on the mirror, that type of thing.
Right. Those are excellent tips.
Thank you.
That'll help several of us get unstuck.
Hopefully so. And if not, we're here. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Sure, you're welcome. Take it easy.